For WheatKings.com and CKLQ, I'm Bruce Luebke with your West Coast review. The WheatKings opened their 7-game road trip against the Tri-City Americans October 21st in Kennewick, Washington. A goal by Cruz Reddick with 21 seconds left in the second period snapped a 3-3 tie and helped lift the Americans to a 5-3 victory over the WheatKings. Reddick finished the game with 2 goals and 2 assists, while Braden Shen, Aaron Luebke, and Tony Riala scored the goals for the WheatKings. Game 2 featured the WheatKings' first ever appearance at the ShoWare Center in Kent, Washington. Jacob Desairs made his Brandon debut against his former team, the Seattle Thunderbirds. Braden Shen and Mark Schneider would score power play goals later in the first period, and Desairs would finish with 28 saves and be rewarded with the game's first star. Final score, Brandon 4, Seattle 1. The next night, October 24th, featured a final frame comeback by the WheatKings. A key goal was a shorthanded marker by Matt Calvert, 8:43 into the third period, that snapped a 2-2 tie. Brandon would score 4 unanswered goals in the third period to defeat the Everett Silvertips 5-2. It was the club's first ever victory at the Comcast Center in Everett. After a 2-day break, the WheatKings resumed their road trip against the Portland Winterhawks. Jay Fair had 2 goals in the final 5 minutes of the second period to help Brandon come back from a 4-1 deficit and send the game to extra time. The WheatKings had plenty of chances to score, included a shorthanded breakaway in overtime for Matt Calvert, but eventually fell 5-4 in a shootout. After traveling 500 kilometers down the road to Spokane, the WheatKings faced off with the Chiefs on October 28th. Again, the WheatKings fell behind, this time 3-1 in the first period. However, Brandon would battle back and score 4 of the next 5 goals, including Braden Shen's second of the game with 5:18 left in the third period, that snapped a 4-4 tie and came just 22 seconds after Spokane had tied the game. Final score, Brandon 5, Spokane 4. It was the WheatKings' first ever regular season victory at the Veterans Memorial Arena in Spokane. After going 3-1, 0-1 against their 5 U.S. Division opponents, the WheatKings concluded their trip with back-to-back games against Eastern Conference foes. On October 30th, it was a goaltenders battle as Jacob Desairs of the WheatKings and Todd Matthews of the Kootenai Ice both played very well. Aaron Luebke scored the lone goal for the WheatKings on a second-period power play. Dustin Sylvester's power play goal with 2:13 left in the third period would give the Ice a 2-1 victory. Brandon concluded their road trip Halloween night in Lethbridge. The WheatKings jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the first period, outshooting the Hurricanes 16-3. Newcomer Paul Vandevelde tipped home an Alexander Urban point shot to give the WheatKings a 5-4 lead with 13 seconds left, and Brandon would emerge with a 5-4 victory. The WheatKings finished their 7-game, 13-day, 5,613-kilometer road trip with a 4-2, 0-1 record. For WheatKings.com and CKLQ, I'm Bruce Luebke with your West Coast review.